let us put you here, and then instead of you going to this pole, I just cut all of the power here, but it's fine. It is now back. Some of it at least. Okay. As you can see, not all of it clearly. Oh, because these lights are red. That's never a good sign, but you'll be fine. There we are. Good. Okay. So now we have those 4. But we needed 240 screws. So actually it should be 5, right? Yeah, it should be 5 constructors. So I was a little quick with the power pole. Oh god. This hover pack is a bit annoying to work with. It's nice to be able to fly, but it is a little annoying to have to rely on power for this. Okay. Cannot send you all the way, but here I can. Okay. Good. And then I put you here. There's one that's missing power. So why are you missing power? Are you just not set up? Yeah, that's why. Okay. Good. So now I need to actually build the 5th one. Okay, good. There we are. And then we will split across all of them. We can take the input on this side, that's fine. Okay, good. And then... Oh, I forgot to rotate these guys. Let's do like this. Oh, wrong placement. Nice. There we go. Well, for you guys who don't know the game very well, it's a great game. I can only recommend it. Well, Garden Elf is also quite new to the game and has been following along at the same time. So maybe, like, you can talk a bit about your experience with it, because you started playing it when you started following me. So, but it's a great game. Why does the merger look like this? I put you a bit on the spot maybe, but... Okay, we can simply send this merger straight. It's fine. So let's put you like that, and then you here. And then you two over here also. Good. I like that better for the power pole. Nice. Not super advanced yet. Yeah, but you'll get there, you'll get there. I mean, steel is a good point to be at. Yes, I do put them up on YouTube so that you can also watch, like, after the fact. Okay, good. Slightly edited down as well, and episode numbers, so you know the what? How do you say it? The order of when things happened. Okay, so a sudden unexpected expansion here, but it's good. So let's do 240 divided by 5. That is the amount of screws that we need to make per machine. 48. So slightly underclocked. We can copy the settings and just paste them to all of the machines. At least pasting is very nice in the hover mode. I appreciate it, Garden Elf. I appreciate it. Okay. So these were the encased industrial beams. Let's see, so yeah, I can only recommend the game. What I can say is that, like, if you're planning on finishing the game and you don't really get burned out, then you easily have over 100 hours of gameplay for a... I wonder how expensive the game is. For a game that costs close to 40 euros, not on sale. But it is a slightly older game, so you can expect it to go on sale for more often and for on a bigger sale also. So, like, paying 40 euros almost, even 40 euros is a good price for something that you can get over 100 hours of enjoyment out of, right? I'm not paid to say this, by the way, just so you know. But I just think that it's a great deal in that sense. The same way that you can also get so much enjoyment out of probably 20 euros of the Diablo 2 price, right? Time for paid advertising. Well, I wish. I don't have. I'm not getting paid for the advertisement, but yeah. It is. It's a great game. That much I can say. We want to move this a little further. Then the circuit board, yeah, that it's fine to split there. So let's continue to soup along a little bit. Okay, good. Unpaid advertising, yes, that's what you can call it. Okay, we then do like this. And I also think it's not a problem to follow a guide online, for example, for the game. I have decided to want to just do my own solutions to things, because I think that's how I will find the most enjoyment in the game, but also probably how people watching prefers it, rather than me following an online guide or something like that. So, but either way, you can of course play it however you want, because I know Garden Elf, for example, is watching the videos along with his playthrough, and so that's another way as well to do it. And that's how he finds enjoyment in it, right? So it's all about that, essentially. So this one will not be used here. It will be used like over there. Maybe actually, because the computer takes pretty much nothing that we have, right? Cable and plastic, yes. So maybe then what we do is build it like here instead. That makes sense to me. I like that idea. Good. And then we can split the circuit board in this direction. Nice. I like it. So that's one manufacturer. Then what about here? Okay. This one ends up being very much in the way, which annoys me quite a lot. Because we won't be using this one for anything. This is like the final step. So we can go straight with the stators and the rotors. Okay, I have a good idea here, I think. Maybe, I don't know if it's a good idea. I can definitely say that not all of my ideas are good, that's for sure. Okay, so something like this. Sending it here. And then we kind of don't have to worry too much. Okay, good. So we're sending it across here. Oh, but the rotors, yeah. So let's say something like that. I think that works great. Even. We will have the steel pipes from here. Good. Yeah. I think this will be good. Let's see. We can do something like this. And then we can make you do motors again. We can send this belt across the top. And simply so we have this clipping through. I don't mind it that much. I try to avoid clipping when I can. Clipping being like the model going through here, for example. But like, it's really not a big deal in this case, I think. It doesn't look bad. Okay. So, and then simply we... Hopefully there is space for a merger here. Kind of, but not really. Let's move the assembler one step ahead. And let's place another one for reference so that we know that it's one ahead. Okay. So, send you down and then... Oh. You're gonna be slightly offset from the ground because of this belt here. Let's try again. Okay, so then nudge you one step away. Good. And then we simply just send you through here. And we do The merger. Oh, it's still too much. I don't like when these are this close, because then the belt between gets pretty much invisible, but there needs to be a belt in between. So I'm actually gonna do one step further than this. So we can build this one for reference, then we can dismantle you, we can place you here. Oh. Oh god, I'm not supposed to throw bombs at my machines. That's not what I want. Good. There we go. So this should be better. Yeah. Then I can see the belts between and remove them in case I need to do that in the future. That's just generally easier for me to deal with. Okay. Then we send you through also. Great. So now you should be ready to make motors again. I now have this good space for another manufacturer. We can send some of the circuit boards through to this side. Now that I think about it, we need to split twice here, even. Because we're creating 15. And thankfully the computer only needs 3 recipes or 3 ingredients. So it's actually not that bad. So since we're making 15 circuit boards per minute, and we only need 10 of those to go into computers and the rest we will just store, we can simply just split it twice here. Okay, but we want to I think I want to keep it going straight here. So let us do it. Oh, I pressed the wrong key. Like this. Then one spot ahead, I would say. Like this should be fine. Maybe even one closer. I'm thinking about how to access the remaining ones, but they're on the outside either way. Okay, let's do it like this. I think that should work. Okay, good. So then we split twice here, and then this final side will be for storage. So that means since we have 15, they're getting split evenly. So 5, 5, and 5. So that means 5 plus 5 is 10, right? Going into making computers, and then the remaining 5 goes to storage. I think this would work. I'm not sure, I haven't tested it, but we'll see. Then we will have splitters. We won't even have splitters. So let's say we build you like here, right? And then you... Oh, I'm building the wrong thing here. I need to make sure that it's correctly done. So input on this side, like this. they're actually too close. Okay. So here, and this is simply a little bit of a hack in the game, you can call it. Not an actual computer hack or anything like that, but it simply allows us to make shorter conveyor lifts than you would usually be allowed to. And there's actually a very good way of visualizing that. Okay. I need to replace these again. So output on this side. Yes. I have a good way of visualizing this, I think. What? It should work here. Why would it not work? Now I'm a little confused. So they don't really line up perfectly. It's as if these are not on the grid. Maybe that's why. But they should be on the grid. Yeah, but they're not. I noticed that there is like a bit of a weird like jitter that they do when I press to build them. Is that what's causing the issue? I'm gonna try to maybe reload. But I didn't have this problem previously, so what if we try with this? Yeah. It's very strange because as we can see here, like, it's not aligned perfectly, right? Maybe it's the manufacturer that does it like this. That could also be the case. That it is kind of off the grid in a slight offset. But how would I deal with that then? In that case, I can simply just make them the shortest possible, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Well, my showcase didn't end up working out in this case, because it seems that there is something with the machine. But essentially, what I can show if it will work here is that, let's say you need to put an input in. So I cannot go lower than this with the conveyor lifts. But if I have a splitter here or a merger, either or, stacked like this, you can see that it will then snap and become more stubby and thus shorter than it's usually allowed to. And that works well because the belts are kind of in... but they can be raised in to certain levels, right? So Like this, for example, these are not clipping, but regularly with these conveyor lifts, I could not be able to support this belt here because it's too short for the lift. So this is why that becomes useful. Okay, well, oh, I didn't mean to delete you. Okay, great. So now we need to send the cable down. That's the middle one here. And the sheets go to that one. Did I say the middle one? I did mean not the middle one. Okay. So we will get it down to like here. Yeah. Okay. And then no. It should line up, thankfully, that's good. Okay. So I need to figure out the height of these. I want to send the sheet in at the highest point. So that should be from the lowest point to up, if I'm not mistaken. So what we can do is, I guess we can kind of line it up from the ground here. Am I not allowed to lock you in place? I am. Okay. Good. So we then say 2 up. We reverse you. And then we should be able to line you up if you were... I'd hoped it would give me some guiding line. It does here now. Okay, so I know it's the correct height at least. Good. So what we'll then do is make... let's consider how far it goes here. Okay, we'll just make the stack, that's fine. Here we are. It should line up decently, good. And we only need the sheets for this. If I remember correctly. Let's see here in my notes. 30 sheets per minute. And yeah, that's only for this. Good. So we will make splitters. Is this the correct spot? Is it lined up? It looks to be. So we simply 1, 2, and then 4. I think that's the correct height. And then we do the lift here. Like so. And then we have sheets going in there. Then we need to do something similar for this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we do the same. Oh. Why did I go to the far one? That's not what I like symmetry. This is not what I like. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. there we are. Okay. Nice. Perfect. And there we have it. Now we're feeding in the copper sheets. Then